here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very means just as much as Game 82. Now, we've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong. And do my best to represent Harlem.
On the floor for the visiting Dallas Mavericks. That's the big man.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Mike. Taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Flores.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. Even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Powell. J.J. Barea is out there with Felton. Then it's Matthews, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs, saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
That's a great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit in a guy like that.
Knight kicks to Freak. And he gets it to go. Flores gets the bucket. In a moment to celebrate here. Those are his first official points. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. A nice shot by Tucker.
There can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more seconds to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Knight passes to Flores. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 3 assists now in this one. And here are the Mavericks now, leading by 12. And Felton is up top, covered by Flores. Outside, Felton. 4 seconds left. Let's go. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going. They're yours, son.
Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court.
A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. Flores in at shooting guard. John Lewis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Chandler, and it's Knight in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And here's Matthews from the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Tucker with the ball. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Knight kicks to Freak from downtown. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. And it's 9 points for Freak. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready. He's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
.46 seconds left to play in the first half. Clock at 6. Barea kicks to Powell. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And with that, the Maverick leaders cut down to just 3 in the basket from Knight. Dallas has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Wesley Matthews on the wing. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the pick. He dishes it to Powell. Fires it up. Doesn't go either for Felton.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And the first half comes. And now the start of the second half. Neither side. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half.
You look at Dallas, and that team didn't rely too much on the mid-range or the short game last season, but they could have. They shot 70% from 12 feet and in, excluding drives. That's pretty good.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, J.J. Barea is out there with Felton. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Powell in a power forward. Felton goes in and stolen by Knight. Pass to Freak. For the lead. That is good. Freak's got 12 points in the game. For the Mavs, and that 70% shooting from 12 feet and in. A lot of Dirk high posts and push shots from their guards will do that.
It isn't the most efficient shot by analytics, but there is a lot to be had in the mid-range. If teams only protect the 3 and the rim, you can feast on them with the little short push shots. And the Mavs did that last season.
They get the rebound. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rebound by Raymond Felton.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Shoots from the baseline. Powell dishes to Barea. The tray. And it's Lure with the rebound. Flores. Shot is off. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. So the Suns win it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that about does it for the first.